Welcome to Nepal, a country where the world's highest mountains rise above ancient valleys, and every trail feels like a journey both outward and inward. Nepal is a place where spiritual traditions endure among towering peaks, where colorful prayer flags flutter in the wind, and where the Himalayas call adventurers from every corner of the globe.
Nestled between India and Tibet, Nepal stretches from lowland jungles along the Terai Plains to the frozen summits of the world's greatest mountain range. It is a land of contrasts, where subtropical forests give way to alpine meadows, and bustling cities stand in the shadow of silent, snow-covered giants. Here, more than 30 million people live in a mosaic of cultures and languages, each community shaped by the landscape that surrounds it.
Kathmandu, Nepal's vibrant capital, is often the first stop for travelers. Within the maze-like alleys of the old city, you'll find ornate temples, hidden courtyards, and ancient palaces that seem unchanged for centuries. Sadhus, holy men draped in ochre robes, sit in the doorways of shrines, while incense drifts past carved wooden windows. The city's energy is a mixture of devotion and chaos, where motorbikes weave past pilgrims and street vendors sell everything from spices to trekking gear.
Just a short drive away lies the ancient city of Bhaktapur, where time feels suspended. Cobbled squares are lined with red brick buildings and towering pagodas. Potters shape clay on spinning wheels, while artisans carve delicate patterns into temple beams. It is a place where Newari traditions remain strong, and festivals fill the streets with music, dance, and vibrant processions that last late into the night. Patan, another jewel of the Kathmandu Valley, showcases centuries of craftsmanship and devotion. Its Durbar Square is a masterpiece of Newari architecture, with intricately carved windows and gilded rooftops glinting in the sun. In hidden courtyards, bronze casters and wood carvers continue techniques passed down for generations, blending art and faith into everyday life.
Yet for many visitors, the true allure of Nepal lies beyond its cities, in the mountains that have inspired countless explorers, monks, and seekers. Nowhere is this more evident than along the trail to Everest Base Camp. This legendary trek begins with a flight into Lakla, a small airstrip perched on the edge of a cliff. From here, the path winds through Sherpa villages and rhododendron forests, gradually ascending toward the roof of the world.
Each day on the trail reveals new wonders. Stone stupas and mani walls inscribed with prayers line the route. Suspension bridges draped in colorful flags sway over rushing rivers. Yak caravans pass by, carrying supplies to remote settlements. As you climb higher, the air thins, and the peaks seem to grow even more immense: Lhotse, Nuptse, Ama Dablam, and finally Everest itself, rising above all others in icy brilliance.
Namche Bazaar is the heart of the Khumba region, a bustling mountain town perched at 3,400 meters. Here, trekkers and climbers gather to acclimatize, trading stories over mugs of hot ginger tea. Shops sell expedition gear and local crafts, while bakeries tempt travelers with fresh pastries. From the ridge above town, the panorama of Everest and its neighbors feels almost surreal, especially at sunrise when the peaks glow in shades of gold and rose.
Higher still, Tengboche Monastery stands as a spiritual beacon amid the mountains. This Buddhist Gompa is one of the most important in the region, home to a community of monks who chant prayers each morning as incense curls around ancient statues. The sound of their voices mingles with the distant rumble of avalanches, a reminder that this is both a sacred and unforgiving landscape.
In the Solu region south of Everest, terraced fields climb steep hillsides, and Buddhist Chortens stand watch over winding paths. Here, generations of Sherpa families have farmed potatoes and barley beneath the gaze of towering peaks. Small monasteries tucked among pines hold centuries of devotion within their painted walls. Passing through these villages, you'll be welcomed with warm smiles and cups of buttered tea, simple gestures that reveal the deep-rooted hospitality of the mountain people.
The final stretch to Everest Base Camp crosses a desolate valley of rock and ice. Glacial moraines crunch underfoot, and the thin air makes every step an effort. Yet the moment you arrive, the sense of achievement is overwhelming. Prayer flags flutter above the Khumbu Glacier, and climbers prepare for their ascent into the death zone. Standing here, At over 5,300 meters, you feel both insignificant and deeply alive.
Beyond Everest, Nepal is a tapestry of trekking routes and hidden valleys. In the Annapurna region, trails wind through terraced fields, subtropical forests, and high-altitude deserts. The Annapurna Circuit is considered one of the world's great hikes, circling the massif through villages that blend Hindu and Tibetan Buddhist cultures. Thoron La Pass, at 5,416 meters, marks the high point of the journey, offering views that stretch to Tibet and the Mustang region.
Pokhara, the gateway to Annapurna, offers a softer side of the Himalayas. Set beside the tranquil waters of Fuel Lake, the town is framed by Mashapucher, known as the Fish Tail, one of Nepal's most beautiful peaks. Here, travelers rest after long treks, paddle across the lake to visit island temples, or paraglide above emerald valleys. In the evenings, cafes glow with lantern light as the mountains darken into silhouette.
To the west, the remote region of Upper Mustang feels like a lost kingdom. Once part of an ancient trade route between Nepal and Tibet, Mustang is a high-altitude desert of ochre cliffs, hidden caves, and fortress-like villages. The walled city of Lomantang, with its whitewashed monasteries and winding alleys, preserves a way of life that has changed little over centuries.
In the Far East, the Kanchenjunga region is among Nepal's least visited trekking areas. Here, trails pass through lush forests and up toward glaciers at the base of the world's third highest peak. Remote villages welcome travelers with a warmth that feels even more precious in such an isolated land, and the mountains reveal themselves slowly, often through drifting clouds.
Nepal's landscapes are matched by its rich wildlife. In Chitwan National Park, elephants graze beneath sal trees, and one-horned rhinos wallow in muddy pools. Bengal tigers prowl the grasslands, while gharials, ancient fish-eating crocodiles, bask along the riverbanks. Jungle safaris here feel a world away from the icy slopes of the north, reminding visitors of Nepal's extraordinary diversity. Further south, Bardia National Park offers an even wilder experience. This vast sanctuary protects endangered species such as the Gangetic dolphin and the elusive leopard. Rafting expeditions along the Karnali River bring travelers into remote areas where wildlife thrives undisturbed, and evenings in thatched lodges end with stories shared by firelight.
Cultural traditions in Nepal are as diverse as its geography. In hill villages, families gather for dal bhat, the national meal of rice, lentils, and vegetable curries. Festivals like Dashain and Tihar fill towns with music and color, kites flutter above rooftops, candles line doorways, and children dance in the streets. Each celebration is a reminder of the resilience and warmth of the Nepali people. Throughout the country, prayer wheels spin endlessly, carrying mantras into the wind. Monasteries cling to cliffs, their white walls bright against the sky. In hidden valleys, ancient caves hold murals and statues that date back over 1,000 years, blending history and myth in places few outsiders ever reach. In Nepal, you come face to face with nature's extremes, from jungle heat to glacier cold, and discover that adventure here is more than a physical journey. It is a chance to slow down, to reflect, and to feel connected to something vast and timeless. Every step on a Himalayan trail becomes an opportunity to witness not only breathtaking scenery, but also the enduring spirit of the people who call these mountains home.
From the hilltop villages of the Midlands to the high passes where the wind carries only the sound of distant avalanches, Nepal is a land that invites curiosity at every turn. In small tea houses, you'll hear stories of Yeti sightings, epic climbs, and generations of families who have called these harsh valleys home. Whether you come seeking adventure, spiritual renewal, or the simple joy of walking among the world's tallest mountains, Nepal offers a depth of experience that lingers long after your journey ends. Each sunrise over the Himalayas feels like a gift, a reminder that some places remain untamed, unhurried, and filled with wonder. Thank you for joining DSV Travel Trip on this exploration of Nepal and the Himalayan frontier. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, like, and share where in Nepal you'd love to explore first. Until next time, keep seeking the high places. Because the world's most awe-inspiring landscapes often reveal the deepest truths, and Nepal has many still waiting to be discovered.